So, Uncut Hoops. We see that he believes he's going to cook Paul Pierce, and we over here with these mega facts put the cape on for Paul Pierce unnecessarily. So we have to add on to that. Paul Pierce handled his business like he should have. Shout out to Paul Pierce. Listen, man, but hey man, we're gonna cook him. You know what I'm saying?
When it comes to 92 Mac, 92 Bird, I'm not saying those
92 man,
guys are
92 man.
prime MVP players like they were in 86 or 87. I'm not saying that. But Magic and Bird at that
Okay.
point, they had a lot left in the tank and historically are actually underrated.
Okay, man. Listen, man. Left in the tank. Did they have um what did they have as much left in the tank as KD got right now? Oh, do they have as much left in the tank as what the chef got right now? Did KD off of an Achilles, all right? Did Magic come off of an Achilles? Something so egregious as that. Shout out to Bird's back. When Bird hurt his back, was he on KD's level, man? Is he on KD's level in '92? Left in the tank. What do you mean? What do you mean, man? Hmm? Left in the tank. What about Go James? The tank. Huh? What are you talking about? Magic retired right after this, ain't he? So, he didn't have nothing left in the tank, right? And I know you ain't talking about your weak ass goat, right?
And looking at Larry Bird first, when it comes to his career, it's really 1980 to 88. That's all anyone cares about. And the post-injury years are kind of written off as Bird being washed and past his prime. Now, looking at the actual numbers Bird's play, really, it's far from it. And keep in mind, Bird at that time
21.6 points a game, 9.2 rebounds, 7 assists. 46.6 field goal percentage, man. 37.2 from three. 91.9 free throw. Shout out to Bird, man. Is that KD like? You know, I mean, listen, man. KD shooting more threes, way more threes. You know, getting more points. How many shots a game is Bird taking? I'm not sure. Shout out to Bird. Listen, man. We watching these games. Is Bird on KD's level right now? You're gonna compare him to. You're gonna put him across from Bird, right? You're gonna put him across from the chef, huh? The chef. Shout out to the chef. He's not, shooting particularly well out here in these Olympics and things of that nature. But are you telling me that you're gonna guard the chef like you guard Bird? I mean,
had numerous
yeah.
injuries to his back, ankles, Achilles. He was breaking his face on the hardwood and still put up phenomenal
Wait,
numbers.
what?
Bird at that time had numerous injuries to his back, ankles, Achilles. He was breaking his face on the hardwood and still put up phenomenal numbers.
So, buddy, you're saying you're giving an excuse why he doesn't come up to par with KD while acting as if he comes up to par with KD, the chef, and the Gold James in a trio. You know, with him and Magic, and your fake goat Michael Jordan, man. You think Michael Jordan? Listen, against who? True Drew? No. Huh? Against DW? No. With Brow sitting in the back, cause they're gonna, like we say, man, they're gonna build a wall on him cause he can't shoot. He gonna pass out the Magic. What is he gonna do? He can't operate, like he can't shoot, man. He's not gonna be able to do anything. But get back. You know what I'm saying? On everybody on your squad except Bird. He's the only person that's gonna get respect out there as a shooter. Man, let me stop doing Bird. We ain't gonna do. But shout out to Bird. Man, this man. Shout out to Bird, man. Bird ain't. He couldn't even. Yeah, he was hurt, man. Come on, man.
Much like Jordan, Washington, Shaq, and Phoenix, those forgotten years of Larry Bird's career are just kind of dismissed and ignored. But if you
Okay, so listen, it's not dismissed and ignored. It's looked at and observed as some weak sauce, man. All right, is post Achilles a KD better or worse than your weak ass goat Michael Jordan in what you call that over there in Washington with the blue shirt? Boy, you went from red to blue. You a traitor. You went from red to blue. You a traitor. Anyways, man, hold up. Is Bird? Oh my goodness, is 90 after 91 Bird? What is he compared to what he was, man? Hmm. What is he, bro? Let's be for real, man. Let's come on, man. Is he like GOAT James after he left the Cleveland Browns? Is he like LeBron James after he left the Cleveland Browns, man? Seriously. Hmm? Get your ass out of here.
Those
Scap
seasons,
attack.
they're definitely pretty impressive given Bird's injury history. And looking at 92, Larry Bird.
And the chef older than KD. He just ain't got no Achilles. Shout out to the chef.
20.2 points per game, 9.6 boards, 6.8 assists on 47-41 and 93 splits. Larry Bird this year was top 20 in points, rebounds, and assists.
Top 20 in points in the lowest scoring league in NBA history. Lowest, listen, worst talent. Listen, you said you put the cap on in earlier in the video talking about how it was just a narrative that it was some weak sauce in the 90s, but you didn't get into that. What about them six expansion teams, buddy? Taking real talent away from all of the real competing teams in the league, except your weak ass goat Michael Jordan and the Bulls, man. You want to talk about that competition compared to LeBron James and Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant, Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, man. He ain't even go up against T Mac, Tracy McGrady. Not really. Went up against young baby Grady, man. Come on, man. That's not good enough. It's not good enough, man. You know?
Only put in the NBA top 20 in
Yes,
all three categories. And for some perspective, in the current NBA, only 3 players accomplished that the past season. That being Giannis, Jokic, and Luka, 3 of the best offensive players we currently have in the NBA.
So you trying to compare Bird with the bad back in 92 to Yoke, Giannis, and Luka? Seriously? Like, you doing that? Like, you think we, and whenever if we ask you the question, we believe over here with these mega facts that you're gonna act as if, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just putting them in the same light, putting them in the same room. It doesn't mean that I'm saying that they're the same. Like, bruh, this is what like you boys be capping, man. You're gonna bring up the fact, like you said, that he was all beat up to hell and things of that nature, and that's why he's not like Yoke and Giannis, and you're gonna say that he was older, and you're gonna say what everybody else says while you capping as if they are better than what everybody else says. Okay, they were better. How much better? Not much better. So you saying that you acting as if they were that much better is a lie. This is a cap ass video. You feel me?
And also, one quick side note, Bird 92 averaged 8.6 defense rebounds. Among the NBA's leaders that ranked third, tied with Hakeem Olajuwon. If you watch Bird's game 92 compared to his previous seasons, he's much more grounded playing on the floor and rarely, if ever, jumping. At that point, watching Bird play, it was very much Jokic-esque. Now, looking at Larry Bird's own words in his quotes about the 92 season, it's pretty clear this dude is playing through pain on a nightly basis. One thing he made clear is when he got a rhythm and a flow, he was virtually unstoppable in his mind, even at age 35. And
even at age 35, the chef 36, KD's 35, off of an Achilles years ago. Gold James, about to be 40, man. Been playing for 22 years, buddy. The marathon, man. What are you talking? 35, huh? But you saying you're capping in the beginning of the videos as if, You capping in the beginning of the videos as if they're not that old, and they're not that old. But you're capping in the beginning of the video as if 35 is not old back then, which it was incredibly old back then. You know what I'm saying?
One of the best Bird games of all time that's been lost to history actually came this season. As versus the Portland Trailblazers, the eventual Western Conference champions, Bird put up 49 points, 14 boards, 12 assists, 4 steals on 19 of 35 shooting. Bird in this game in double overtime outplayed and beat Clyde Drexler, who was a first-team All-NBA player and finished second MVP voting to only Michael Jordan. And still to this day, Larry Bird having...
Okay, one game. Larry Bird is a legend. Larry Bird is an all-time great. Shout out to Larry Bird. You think I'm going to put it past Larry Bird to have one game past his prime? Shout out to Larry Bird, man. Is you saying that Larry Bird is capable of doing that over and over in the goddamn Olympics, man? It takes more than one game to be the Olympic champion, buddy. What are you talking about, man? What you talking about, man? He did that on his team. He ain't do that in the Olympics. What do you mean? What did he do in the Olympics, buddy?
That 40-point triple-double is
Oh,
the oldest
man.
player ever to accomplish that feat in an NBA game. And again, keep in mind, Bird was doing this versus a Portland team that was a top 3 defense.
Shout out to Larry Bird.
And of course, when it comes to 92 Bird in the Olympics, this guy had tons...
Man, this man Bird looked 70 years old at 35, man. These guys, they went through hard times. You know what I'm saying? Them boys ain't out there training every day like these guys out here, man. Them boys, come on, man. Bird had to do his own labor. You know, he couldn't be out there training. That's why he hurt himself. You feel me? He couldn't train. They wasn't training. Damn, they not as good. Anyway.
Tons of back injuries, tons of ailments that really limit his play from game to game. But again, like Bird said, when he got his rhythm and got a flow, he was still highly productive on the offensive end.
Who ain't? Who ain't? This is basketball, right? I mean, if you get in the rhythm, you get somebody, if you get anybody in the rhythm, anybody get in a flow state, you know? What you mean, man? They in the zone, right? That's anybody, let alone somebody like Bird. Shout out to Bird. What you mean? Uncut Hoops, buddy. You got to cut the cap. You got to cut the cap, man. Why you don't change that to uncapped hoops? Because you cap too much, right?
And when it came to the Olympics, Bird got 20 plus minutes in 3 games. Bird in those games, 12.7 points per game, 54% from the field, 88% on twos, and 35% on threes. And one thing Bird understood at this point, he wasn't the superstar, the centerpiece of the dream team. That's why in some games took a back seat, only taking 1-2 shots per game, and not really caring about his stats or overall numbers, which of course is typical Larry Bird.
Oh my God. Oh, please stop it. Please, can you stop that? Can y'all please stop saying that people don't care about their production? Can you please stop saying people don't care about their goddamn stats when they get paid and the legacy based off of their goddamn stats, man? Please, can you boys stop doing that? Can you stop sitting there telling me these lies? Oh, typical Bird. Typical Bird. He didn't care about stats. But shut up. Don't eat, man.
And speaking of unselfish players, we have Magic Johnson. And Magic 92 still had tons of game left and realistically was still in his prime. As the previous 9 years of Magic leading up to 90...
But Magic was still in his prime in 92, huh? They was talking about his hammy in the finals. It was talking about his hammy all throughout 90, damn near every game he played ever since.
Was top 3 MVP voting every single season. And of course, 91 finished second, his prime. As the previous 9 years Magic leading up to 92 was top 3 MVP voting every single season. And of course, 91 finished second, only to Jordan. And up to that point,
Okay, so that's like saying, like, the chef KD, Goat James. That's like saying, just because they top 10 in the league, that that they still on the level as they is from years ago. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's stupid, man. Okay, it's not the same. All right. Magic in 92 ain't the same as Magic in 87, man. You gotta understand that.
if it wasn't
Wait,
for 16 points, 20 assists, and 11 boards. That 20 assist game had ranked second all time for a finals in league history. And if it wasn't for Jordan and the Bulls, Magic probably has 6 rings. And looking at the HIV announcement, when did that come? November 7th of the following season, leading up to the season. And of course, when it came to the All-Star game Orlando, who stole the show? Magic Johnson. 25 points, 9 assists, 5 boards on 9-12 shooting with 3 made threes. 6, 5, 3 points.
Oh my goodness, you telling me you're gonna depend on the Magic 3? Did you do you while you showing him making a 3? So you showing him in this shot form, buddy. You showing this shot form that Magic shooting with, man. All right. So it's like this shit, bruh. This ain't right, bruh. This ain't dependable. This ain't good. And I'm letting you shoot that every time. Boy, if you beat me with this, bruh, you can't beat me with this, man. I got the chef. How you gonna beat me with this? You can't beat me with this? Bruh, how you gonna beat me with this if I got KD? This nigga, he said 3 threes. Bruh, stop saying that. Don't say that, bruh. 3 threes. Look at this, man.
Now, looking at the actual Olympic play Magic, his overall numbers are definitely pretty impressive.
In the All-Star game, he don't shoot no he'll never shoot a 3. It's an All-Star game. He'll never shoot a he not go bruh. Bruh. Uncut Hoops, why you capping like this, buddy? You down bad. You really down bad for this, my nigga.
As Magic on that team, 8 points per game, 5.5 assists, 1.3 steals on impeccable shooting splits. If you compare quote-unquote washed Magic, some of the best point guards in USA history, his numbers actually stack up to them and are superior to guys like Darren Williams, as well as Chris Paul.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, his numbers. What I'm saying, what shout out to Chris Paul and Deron Williams, man. Oh my goodness. Paul Pierce was talking about 2024, man. You gotta go against James, man. LeBron James, nigga. Middle name Ramon. The captain, man. No cap on that. Why you capping? Talking about Chris Paul and Deron Williams, man. Comparing this man to Magic. Shout out to Magic. We not talking about the '08 team. Uncut Hoops. We're not talking about the goddamn 2012 team. Uncut Hoops. We're talking about 2024. That's what Paul Pierce was cooking you boys on. And you're capping, acting as if he's talking about ever and things of that nature, man. You ain't got no argument, buddy. You ain't got no argument, do you, buddy? This is disgusting. This is disgusting right here, man. Oh, you nasty work, boy. You a nasty work.
Prime an all-star, and CP3 in 08 at the peak of his powers as an individual player. And despite that, a washed Magic had better numbers, a higher impact, and just was better across the board.
What about Gold James, man? What about Gold James, buddy? We're not talking about Chris Paul. Yeah, he can be able to back Chris Paul down into the hole if AD not there, and do what he do. But no, he's not backing Gold James down anywhere. So Goat James gonna keep his ass way out there where he need to be at, and he's not gonna be able to get anywhere. And he's gonna be dishing out the people that can't shoot. Bird's gonna be clamped, and we're talking about the USA team versus the Dream Team, and this USA team this season. You know,
As the games he actually played healthy, played at least 19 minutes per game. Here's what he averaged: 11.0 points, 7.8 assists, 1.8 steals on, again, impeccable shooting splits.
50% from the three. 50% from the three for Magic Johnson. And you telling me that I'm supposed to take that to the goddamn bank, buddy? You telling me I'm gonna take you think I'm finna take that to the bank? You think I'm finna guard Magic? You know the chef don't shoot. Hey man, the chef don't shoot that good for the three in these Olympics. So I'm supposed to just not guard the chef and guard Magic like we guarding the chef, huh? What are you saying? You telling me you talking this stat shit? This shit, what that look like against Gold James? 11 points, 11 points. How you gonna get that 11 points? Against Gold James for real though. I'm serious. That shit
Much
ain't
like Bird
happening, bro.
92 Magic was battling through injuries, but when he was healthy on the court and available playing starter minutes, he dominated versus the competition. So that right there is the end of the video.
Okay. Shout out to Uncut Hoops, man. This was disgusting. This was a disgusting video, cap ass video. Should be ashamed of yourself. Jordan Knights, bring anything you can to, run away from the truth. I mean, listen, what is Magic gonna? He was you cap as if these guys were on the same level as they previously were, while saying all throughout the video that they were not the same guys. Magic and Bird consistently hurt, and you're bringing up quotes and stats to where you're only picking games that they were so-called healthy in, aka the only games that they had good games in, and you're making a narrative based off of that. Why can't we do that with these older guys in KD, Goat, James, and the Chef right now? Because they're not even judged on the same level. They're judged as they were judged years ago because of how great they are still, you know and the moment they are as trash as these guys were back then is the moment they will be ran out of the league, you know with they won't have regard or respect like they had back then. You know what I'm saying? They will be chewed up and spit out, chewed up and shit out, as a matter of fact, because they will be shitted on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you right. It ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Uncut Hoops. This was disgusting. Again, but that is what Jordan Knight logic is, ain't it?